Hi, my name is Will Nunziata, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and I'm also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am so excited to be speaking with the Nashville-based acclaimed performer, singer, songwriter, musician, JC Andersen. For more on JC, you can read more about him right below this video. But in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the amazing talent of JC Andersen.
I went out last Monday thinking that I'd be just fine. And Tuesday saw a friend play at a local bar I like. And Wednesday I tried staying in, but I still went out. Just because my body's laying here don't mean I'm still around. I go out every single night, scroll to your name, it's and hang up at least a dozen times. And every time I think I'll be alright, I go out of my mind.
Well, hello, JC. How are you?
I'm better now than talking to you, man.
Well, my dog is in the background and she is so excited. Her name is Bella as well, that you are here speaking with me. I know that you are a dear friend and collaborator of my twin brother, Anthony, in Nashville.
Yes,
one of my adores you.
Oh, he's one of my favorite people in this town that I've met so far, and working with him has been it's been a dream, man. He's a like-minded person that loves creating music and who is just uber talented. So yeah, I love the guy to death. I mean, I'm sure he already knows that, but
he considers you one of his muses. I mean, and we can go into that in a little bit, but you know, I don't want to make this all about Anthony because we know he would love it. JC,
he would love it.
We just heard a little sneak peek of your original tune, I Go Out. And, you know, I just love so much everything that you do, JC. I mean, I'm a child of the 80s. You're giving me like old school 80 vibes, but it's not that hokey 80s because you got this kind of retro thing, 21st century thing going as well. So how would you describe your original sound?
All right, so without getting too long-winded, I'll tell you. So like for me, songs are lyrically driven, and whether it's something that's like telling a story or something that's just like a basic love song, whatever it may be, I'm always trying to find a way to build emotion in a song. And I'll be honest, like I'm a child of the 80s. So when I grew up listening to like some of my favorite bands, you know, guys, I'm a huge Bryan Adams fan, especially Bryan Adams. And then a lot of the more synth pop stuff I heard as a kid was, you know, guys like Tears for Fears and Eurythmics and bands like that just, you know, as soon as a song would come on, you just can't turn it off. It was just so like, it just pulls you in. So my whole thing was like, all right, I want to try to find a way to marry the two things. You know, that's not the easiest thing in the world to do because country is very country. Country has traditional country. It's got red dirt country. You've got pop country. You've got what they call bro country. You've got all these different styles of country. And I was like, man, how can I write songs and produce songs to where they sound like the songs that used to just make me smile as soon as they came on the radio? And I was like, I got to make it sound like an 80s song. So I found a way of like making that not it being just lyrically driven with a lyrical, you know, emotional impact, but also building the production around the song to do the same thing, to just make it, whether it's a love song or a happy song, one way or another, I'm trying to impact the person, whether it's having a good time or tugging at their heartstrings, one or the other. I gotta find a way of doing that. And that's how that all started.
Well, look at JC as a director, and I've listened to most of your stuff that I could find online. You create a little play. You create, when I close my eyes and I listen to your songs, I'm feeling something very cinematic. You build a world, and that is a storyteller within you that I'm sure you know, and I'm sure you've heard, but I'm thinking, you know, of the songs that I've been able to listen to, you build a world through the style, through the orchestration, through the arc, through the lyric, I mean, I just love the specificity in which you put these ingredients into your cauldron to create something really unique.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. I mean, what seems to work on as far as like, radio, whether it be top 40 pop, whatever, or whether it be country, is a lot of the time it's just something that's really catchy, you know? And I'll be honest, like a lot of the stuff that I hear personally from me, it doesn't always do anything for me, because I remember, and I'm sure you probably remember, I hope you remember, whenever like Chicago was making a lot of songs in the 80s. You remember that? You had like songs like look away, baby, look away. All these songs that were just so like, and I mean, that song got me through my high school breakup, for God's sake. It's like, it was so cool, like how they made this music and how they told a story in the song. You knew what the guy was going through.
That's right.
And then you found a way to just make it beautiful with the production. And I was like, man, that's all I want to do. I just want to be able to like compose music around the lyrical ideas that I have and just give it to people in a flavor that they're not necessarily too familiar with yet. I mean,
yeah,
guys like Weekend are doing it, pop people are doing it, country guys ain't doing it. And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all are missing the ball here.
Well, now you're doing it.
Yeah, there you go. Somebody has to do it, Everything I wear is like an MTV 1981 or wherever it is there. All the stuff I wear is all neon 80s. Everything I do is all 80s, 80s, 80s. I love that.
I love how authentically unapologetic you are. And I think that not only are you, I think, imbuing, dare I say, a little new life into what people are kind of maybe used to with country music, you also, in your interpretation, JC, of songs that you may not have written, you have an ability of lending your literal and figurative voice to it.
Yes, that's just acting. That's all that is. It's like, I've done a lot of songs for your brother and countless other people, and I'm honored and humbled to do that.
He builds songs around yours. You're a muse of him, and if it's my brother, I can't. JC, I haven't met you yet. In every song that you have written for him, when it's supposed to be entertaining or inspirational or whatnot, I cry. There's an everyman quality to the way you interpret a lyric, whether it's your own or someone else's. And that's craft.
Yeah, I think that's just I think that's what separates, I don't know, the good from the best.
No, I do know, my friend. You're not just standing there blank-eyed, just singing a lyric to make a buck. You are imbuing your soul with life or death stakes.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And that's why I'm so honored. Like when you're like, for instance, like when your brother brings me a song and it's a great song, the first thing I do in that process is it is analytical. Like I listen to the song from beginning to end, and then I get a feel for the song. Then I listen to it again. And then I analyze every single lyric and what he's trying to say in the song, what kind of message he's trying to say. And then I literally have to become that person. I have to just change my mindset. And then when I get to the studio, then it's like, I have to ask, Anthony, okay, so you're pitching this song to who? What kind of an artist are you feeling on this? So I'm feeling Blake Shelton, I'm feeling of this, I'm feeling of that. So I have to become this character.
But see, JC, how amazing. I've never met, I mean, look at it, and I know it's probably told you, I've been in this business for 25 years since I was a kid. I know you've been in this business since you were a kid. I've never met someone who can so selflessly, if it's not a song that they've written, actually ask the composer, what's the assignment? And who is this packaged for? And the fact that you can selflessly be like, use me as a vessel, but of course, pay me, God bless America, but use me as a vessel and let me try and nail the packaging deal with you.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, I want to be able to hang my hat on it at the end of the day.
That's
like,
right.
I want to be, I could just go in there and just sing songs for people. I mean, doing demo work is great. Like I love doing demo work, not because of the money. I love doing demo work because of the reaction that I get from people when I do a demo for them, and I don't do a whole lot. I do demos for friends, and I made friends with Anthony through another mutual friend. And, and I was like, I don't mind doing that. I have a lot of other things going on in my life all day, every day. Like just whenever we first connected, I'm on the phone talking about all the merchandising ideas for our summer tour stuff. And it's like, there's always something going on in my, creative world and what I'm doing. But, whenever I can, if I have friends that say, hey, I wrote a song and I need a great performance on it to pitch to somebody, I'm there, because it's a fun challenge. It's something cool. And I love when people give me songs that nobody else can sing. That makes I get so excited about that. Because I get people pitch me song ideas or demos to go and sing for them. Like, my friends will be like, hey man, I wrote this song and it's a pitch for Dan and Shay, and the range is just crazy. I don't know anybody else that can do it, so I called you. I'm like, I'll be that dude.
See, I love that, JC. You have such an amazing spirit about you. You're a man who obviously lives in the possibility, a man who will always be that 80 kids at heart who just wants to get in the sandbox and create some joy and light and love.
Always.
And I think about FENIX and, this brand new groundbreaking app that's not only going to allow us as artists to connect with other fans, but artists outside of the country. And I think of you and your boundless talent as a performer, a singer, a songwriter, a musician, a producer, what that would, just continue to do for you in terms of your expansion of your brand.
I'm so excited about it, because I don't know how much you know about me personally, but I'm a Norwegian-American. I grew up in my youth. I grew up in Norway, in the southwest coast.
I didn't know that, JC.
Mm-hmm. And my brother and sisters still live over there. A lot of my cousins and aunts and uncles, everyone lives over there. So, and I used to tour there, when in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, I was doing a lot of touring over in Norway and Denmark and playing for those people. And it's so cool. It's like a second homecoming when I get to, go and hang out and play shows and whatever.
I love it.
So I'm excited about, I'm very excited about FENIX, because it gives me another platform to connect with the fans and people that I have over there that are hungering for this kind of stuff right now. So this is exciting. This is really, I'm just happy and I'm honored to be a part of it. This is great.
Awesome, JC. Well, my friend, I can't wait to meet you in person, and I'm so grateful for the time you took today to speak with me. Thank you.
Oh man, likewise, man. I can't wait to hang out with you and Anthony in the same room. It's gonna be trippy, man.
Yeah, it'll be trippy. Maybe we'll give him a timeout and we can just hang first, okay?
I like that. I like that.
Okay, don't tell Anthony. You might bruise his ego. On that note, take care, JC.
Yeah, Will, thanks so much for doing this, man. I'm so excited. Thanks for everything.
Bye.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.